Remember when Star Wars was good, but then
Somehow Palpatine returned.
I still can't seem to hit anything.
So let's take a journey back to 2006. There was a US midterm election, a North Korean nuclear test, and oh my god, Star Wars Empire War just released. A flawed but charming RTS game pitting the Empire versus the Rebel Alliance. And over a decade later came Star Wars Fall of the Republic, a total conversion mod replacing the Empire with the Republic and the Rebels with the Separatists. Which is why today we're going to be checking out this mod and all it has to offer. Because for a game that came out in 2006, it holds up really well. I've included the Steam Workshop link as well as a link to an installation guide in the description. So without further ado, let's get into it. And already the main menu of this game is amazing. Oh my god. So we are going to go into single player and do Galactic Conquest, which as you can see on the left side, there's a lot of different modes. Over here is a literal recreation of the actual Clone Wars, and I'll just show you what that looks like really quickly. All right, so as the game boots up over here, yep, there we go. You can see that this mode literally encompasses the entire Star Wars galaxy in one mode in terms of the Separatists versus the Galactic Republic. I mean, this mod adds an insane amount of custom heroes, just tons and tons of stuff. It is ridiculous. Not even to mention the fact that many of these planets are modded to have specific planet-specific units like Geonosis and Mandalore and all kinds of different places. But what we are doing is far more simple, which is the mode called From the Ground Up, which is a single planet start. This is technically a challenge mode, but I found this mode to be a lot more easy in terms of explaining the game, because with the Clone Wars campaigns, you literally start the game controlling like 40 plus planets. It's a lot. And of course, we're going to be playing as the right side of history in the Clone Wars, the Separatist Confederacy. All right, so now that we are loaded in, what's unique about this mode is that we start with only one planet and all the other planets are controlled by independent systems, and we are fighting the Republic over here who control their own planets and will start expanding, as well as the Hutts over here who do their own stuff too. Technically, the base version of this mod doesn't actually have the heroes in this mode, but I installed another mod for it that actually grants all the heroes. Let's face it, 90% of the reason why anyone loves the Separatists is General Grievous. So if we come over here to our planet, we can zoom in, see that we have a whole garrison over here. Oh my god, we actually have Newt Gunray. I didn't realize that he was here. What a worthless piece of... So at the bottom, we have a bunch of units we can train for the planetary defenses. We have research, we have our starbase upgrades, a shipbuilding thing, and then a last tab for our super ships when we actually get enough upgrades to build them. So at the bottom here is all the units in our plan. I've also paused the game, so that's why these notifications aren't going away. At the top here are all of our orbiting fleets, and at the bottom is just all the stuff we have built. I love my beautiful tax collection agency. So there is a lot of information on the screen right now. Unfortunately, just because of the UI limitations of the game releasing in 2006, the main thing which we have to pay attention to is really just money up here. So on the right side is our income, and on the left side is how much money we currently have. All the other stuff, don't worry about it. For right now, though, I'm just gonna do the general separatist thing and just build a crap load of battle droids. They're really, really bad, which is why they come in groups of 112. We'll also just build a couple of scouting droids, and then we could even expand our fleet over here at the bottom. So now I can just resume the game really quick. We're gonna wait for one of these recon droids to build, and droids build really fast in this game. So we gotta get scouting droid, bring it over here, and it should immediately scout the planet and tell us what fleet is sitting on there. Yes, it will. That is, who is that guy? But what really matters is that I come over here and take our death stack of heroes, including our boy General Grievous, and we are going to then initiate an actual fight. And by clicking begin over here, that is going to bring us into the actual fighting part of this. And this is where a game that is 18 years old still holds up insanely well. All right, we're gonna start with our first ship. I think this is Trench, who I had as our first hero. Yes, there he is. And over here on the other side is going to be all of the Republic. Actually, no, these are Hut cruisers. These aren't people. As well as the big-ass space station over here that has all kinds of hard points. You can see actually there's individual pieces on each of the ships that you can target. And by clicking reinforcements, now we're gonna be able to call in a whole bunch of reinforcements. Essentially, just gonna bring in everyone we possibly can right now. And there we go. Now we've deployed pretty much most of all of our units over here. And the most important thing of all of these fleets is you're gonna see they're gonna begin to deploy fighter squadrons over here that we could use, which are extremely expendable. The Confederacy has a special unique mechanic where a lot of our fighters are considered swarm fighters. So all of our Confederacy ships, because they are basically just worthless droids, we can deploy twice as many fighters as the hut ships over here. So although they have a pretty big, sizable army of fighters, ours are very, very expendable and very easy to get. All right, it looks like their ships are just now getting into range, which, I mean, our long-range lasers are not very good against all of these swarms of fighters, but what's very good against their crappy fighters is our crappy fighters. There's actually a cinematic mode that we can enter, which is actually kind of cool. It shows all of the different fighting that's going on right now. I mean, this looks so good for a 2006 game. All right, let's just try and move forward on all of the ships over here. The Separatist ships have got a lot of firepower, but they're not very tanky, as you can see. Oh my god, that one's just gonna get destroyed instantly. But our fighters have actually cleaned up most of theirs, and our fighters are very good at just harassing all the enemy soldiers over here. And oh, yep, that ship went down. I am gonna call in our boy. Oh my god, I didn't realize how big his ship was. General Grievous. He has an ambush ability, so as soon as he enters, he starts doing a lot more damage. So we're just gonna pull him right over here into the fight, and there we go. You can see it increases his rate of fire a little tiny bit as soon as he enters the field. Our big fighter blob is actually overwhelming. There we go. It's gonna take down that ship right over there. Oh my god, they're just getting overwhelmed by the number of fighters that we have. It's you know, it's a pretty considerable amount. I mean, Grievous is literally just sitting in the middle of the fight and not taking damage because he's a gamer. Okay, perfect. So they are basically gone. I think we've pretty much destroyed most of their fleet at this point. Oh my god, I can't even see all the fighters we have because they're just so small. I mean, I love the scale of all of them. They are really tiny, which is exactly what they should be compared to these massive capital ships. All right, now we're just gonna move towards the station and watch those units get completely buzzsawed. Oh my god. All right, and they don't really stand much of a chance against all the heroes that we have right now. I mean, I'm pretty sure General Grievous alone and Tretch are just carrying the entire fleet on their backs. Not to mention that we have enough fighters to just overwhelm. Oh yeah, you can see the bombers bombing individual hard points on each of the things. So we can target the laser cannon battery here. We can go for this one over here. I'm pretty sure we can take out the shield generator somewhere in a hangar bay if I can find it. And there we go. Okay, that is going to destroy the rest of the space station and to give us at least the orbital layer of the planet. So that was the space portion of the game, but there is a lot more in the form of the actual ground form of the game. To actually invade the planet, we can just drag our guys down here, and whichever ground units we have are actually going to begin fighting the ground units of theirs. 55 billion population on this planet, Jesus Christ. Coruscant, but inside out. Hey, I like that movie. So as we get in, now we are going to be on the ground map, which will have, I think we have spawned in with just a couple of droids over here. And just like before, we can call in reinforcements over here, except droids are very awesome because they come in pretty sizable groups. It doesn't seem like a lot, but it's actually a little misleading on the UI. I can call in 4 squadrons of droids, and we are going to immediately fill the map with a huge number of these worthless battle droids that cost me almost nothing. All right, now we have 35 squadrons of battle droids, which, I mean, we could use some of them, move them to the left to capture this point over here. They actually don't have any abilities. I mean, even clones have the ability to take cover, but these droids are so bad and worthless that they can't even take cover. We just kind of march them at our enemy, and everything will die, including our own units. So over here, we can capture different points and build structures. I don't really want to because it costs us money. And on the map down here, we want to capture the reinforcement points, which look like this on the map and look like this on the screen. By capturing more of these, we can bring in even more reinforcements. We also get some orbital bombings, I believe. Oh, those are our first enemies. Oh no, those are civilians. Oh my god. Okay, those are our first enemy. Jesus Christ, they are getting evaporated. I don't even know what the droids are shooting at. They're missing so many shots. It doesn't even matter. I'm not even sure what these units are, and all I know is they're just running straight into our droids and just getting destroyed. There's so many. I'm trying to look at the cinematic view, and I can't even see what's going on. I just see droids shooting. Oh, wait, I've lost a ton of them already. And there we go. We're just doing the typical CIS thing. I think we've just gunned down a couple more civilians. Oh, they're hiding in this building. Better blow up the whole building. And with the new point over here, we can call in a couple reinforcements. Namely, let's bring in our boy General Grievous. We could probably bring in him as well. Count Dooku, Ventress. All right, awesome. And General Grievous, he looks pretty funny. He's so fast. All right, General, go get him. He's He's going. Oh my god, look at him go. He's a monster. Oh my god, I don't think he can catch this gunship over here. He's just running after it. Oh, although I don't think these guys are gonna have exactly the same luck as he walks up to them and just proceeds to completely obliterate them. Meanwhile, the entire droid army is just kind of sitting there waiting and watching. Oh, we also captured a couple guys over here, so they are gonna start helping us out. They are corporate security troops. I assume we just bribed them. Meanwhile, General Grievous is just massacring like these poor civilians and, okay, I forgot about that. They also, they reflect. Okay, he just kills everyone. Oh no, look at these poor people trying to just sit here and live their lives. A hard-fought battle, Grievous. You know, they were coming right for you. Oh, he actually has a sprint ability. Oh my god, he starts moving so quick. Look at him go. What's happening? And there he goes. He's off. He's off to just go and slaughter. All right. Oh my god, I didn't realize that was what we were bombing. Guys, I think we could call off the bombing run. I'm pretty sure they're dead. And look at that, I only lost one group of battle droids. I'm pretty confident that I lost a lot more than that. All right, great, so we've captured another planet, and that's gonna go to Separatist control. So we can start filling the planet with a whole bunch of our infrastructure, which will be a big boost to our income. While we are doing this, of course, the Republic is not actually just sitting there idle. They are also conquering more planets, as are the Hutts over here. So we do need to conquer planets relatively quickly. And of course, by that, I mean, I'm just recruiting masses of B1 battle droids because they're actually not that bad at taking over planets when you've got like 70 groups of them. Oh, all right, cool. We just got our first mission from Newt Gunray, which is to destroy a super transport cargo convoy in Selenon. I'm not really sure where that is. Up there, that is. So we can just come over here, scout Selenon real quick, and see. That is a relatively scary army. Let's take our fleet, bring them all the ways back over here, and then we can go fight down Selenon, hopefully. I think we'll have enough units to do this. All right, I don't think their space station. Oh my god. I didn't realize they literally had a super carrier. Fortunately, their space station kind of sucks, but I mean, that is an extremely scary carrier. You can see how many individual weapon parts it has. You can also take out the engines. There's 3 engines on this ship. Quad turbo lasers. I think there's a couple of hangars in the center. Hopefully, we should have enough reinforcements to deal with this, though. I mean, we have quite a few units that we could call in. Our cargo ships do have a lot of fighters they're sending towards us, but these smaller frigates over here, these very tiny ships, are actually really good at taking down fighters. Not to mention that we just have vastly more fighters of, I mean, definitely much lesser quality, but if you outnumber them about 10 to 1, it doesn't really make much of a difference. With our Hyena bombers, we can probably just target the engines of the ship over here. Actually, we're gonna target the fighter bay down. I think it's somewhere over there. There it is, the fighter bay. Although it does look like they're focusing down our frigate over here. As soon as we get enough population to call back in General Grievous, I mean, this thing is barely even taking any damage whatsoever. Finally, the shields are down, so we can start focusing down each of the hard points on here. I think we've already taken out the weapons bay, or the fighter bay. We can take out the engines way here in the back with our bombers, and then try and prevent it from actually escaping in any capacity. Actually, this one ship alone is almost gonna kill Tretch. It might actually kill this ship over here. Okay, there goes the massive ship, thank God. I think my favorite part of anything Clone Wars related is just the droid lines. I mean, in the animated show, it's like 90% of the charm of the entire Separatist Alliance, just watching the funny droids do things. Oh my god, it was just a random frigate trying to come over here. These units don't even stand a slight chance. I'm pretty sure all we have to do now is just, unleash the fighter armada, and they are just gonna swamp any kind of laser battery and destroy it. And I think, to no one's surprise, that is gonna be the end of that. Wait, is there another? Oh, there's another station right behind it. I don't know how I didn't notice that. Well, I'm kind of surprised they didn't surrender given what just happened to the station right in front of them. We actually didn't lose a single unit, which is fantastic there. And that is also going to give us a Sabbath Destroyer as a reward. Oh, we get 2 of them. I don't actually know how good these things are, but, you know, we may as well just come over there and grab a few. And with our ground army, we can come down here and, again, invade another planet. This one looks a little strange. Fortunately, I have even more droids at this point. Now we got 12 squads, which is going to make it a little bit easier after we capture a couple more points. So just like before, our massive droid droid army is just gonna begin deploying. Oh my god, wait, are those air units? We're just shooting down the air units just with pure droids. I mean, if you have enough battle droids, pretty much anything is possible. This is actually disgusting. Okay, it disappeared into the ether. Oh wow, a bunch of anti-infantry ships over here? Nah, I've got droids. I've got droids, and that's really all I need. And now that we captured another point, we can just deploy 5 more squads of battle droids and General Grievous. Again, you can see how absolutely terrible these droids are. I mean, they are dying in mass, but they are also just shooting everything down because they're not too bad for the $80 I paid for 112 of them. Actually, wait, I just realized these droids literally cost less than 1 credit to produce per droid. Well, we can just take our now 42 squads of droids and just run in their general direction. Yeah, they definitely have units that are supposed to counter ours, but it just got so many droids. Okay, I didn't even realize that I'd already lost 3 groups of battle droids, and we barely were even doing anything. You know, it can't possibly be an efficient tactic to just run every single droid we have, yet we're just firing at an A4 juggernaut. But there is enough of us to just it's not even showing anything because the only units here are just droids. Wait, oh my god, it's running over the droids. I think it's actually crushing the droid. Yep, it's just killing all of them. They're actually running us out of droids, and we started deploying whatever 10 times the number of squadrons we had times 112 is how many we are losing. I mean, I'm not even paying attention to the enemy units. We're just running the droids by them because, you know, if they die, they die. All right, we're just gonna orbital bombing some of these things, call in some bombers, have droids just continuously shoot at large buildings and lose more guys from behind. I mean, you know, let's just march at their general direction. I still have some pretty big armies of droids over here, and there we go. That is gonna give us a victory. I mean, this is like the beginning of the droid armada. We lost 3 whole groups of droids. Oh, that's like $200. In the top left, something we do need to worry about is our infrastructure score. Essentially what this means is the more unfilled slots of buildings we have among all of our planets, we do get some pretty big debuffs, which means essentially we can't just expand super fast and take everything. And now we get another thing. Get 3,500 net revenue. That's probably possible. We get a light mercenary, plus 5 light mercenary platoons. That doesn't sound like B1 battle droids. Okay, the guy on the left just kind of reminds me of like the Wojak meme of the dude trying to explain the thing. Okay, I went and initiated another battle, and I didn't realize how tough this one might actually be. These ships don't look very big, but they have a ton of firepower all on the front of them. Okay, I don't think these Sabbath destroyers are actually quite as good as I was thinking. It's instantly dead. Although the fighter swarm is actually doing extremely well. We're just overwhelming them one at a time with something like, yeah, a metric assload of groups of fighters. All right, I think we've got this one unlocked now. I'm just watching the cinematic camera now and seeing ships explode. For as much as I've never been a massive Star Wars nerd, everything as it pertains to droids and just general robots in the Star Wars universe, I don't know, man. Something about them is just so cool. All right, now we can just swarm these guys, swarm the ones over there. Fortunately, it seems like we were able to not lose a ton. I think we lost a couple of warships, but besides that, yeah, not really too bad. Okay, there's the reward that we got from the mission done. So in order to build larger capital class ships, only some of the planets on this map are actually able to do that. So if I zoom in on here, we see tier 2 shipyard, tier 2 shipyard, I think a tier 2 shipyard over here. And that indicates the max level of the shipyard that we can get to. But over here is a capital shipyard. So if we start building up this place, we can actually get a much better shipyard to construct some of the much higher level capital ships. And now we're at our 3rd invasion, and well, you know the drill. Lots and lots and lots of droids. Select all of them and then go directly into the enemy. We can also construct additional reinforcement points on each of these things, which are going to slowly generate more units for us as well. And oh my god, those, well, I mean, you know, we have anti-air. It's just shooting blindly into the sky, and maybe we hit something, maybe we don't. Jesus, this is, the fact that these units are not dying any faster despite being surrounded by droids, and I think I can deploy, yep, there we go. Let's get another 4 groups of dudes in here. This is just turned it. Oh wait, are these Mandalorian command? Oh my god, yeah, there's actually Mandalorian commandos on this planet somehow. As well as a victory point over here that we can just walk up to and capture. I didn't actually see that, so let's just send the boys in. Unfortunately, it seems like the 500 plus droids that I sent up there are all gonna die, but you know, it doesn't matter because they're so cheap. And I think as soon as we capture this victory point, that will actually just be a win for us. I don't know how long this takes, though. Oh, wow, that was actually a lot faster than I thought it would be. And now we are still going to eliminate all of the denizens of the planet. Oh, finally. Okay, I've been waiting for a mission that gives us this. This is a mission to take out a couple of ships over here on the right side for a Lucre Hulk, which is essentially one of the main capital ships of the whole Confederacy. Okay, I didn't realize this planet is absolutely perfect. So some of the planets all around the galaxy have companies and corporations, the sites that you can build, and this one has not only the Techno Union office, but also the Bactoid Industries. Minus 30% price and minus 30% time for all of our battle droids. I know, paying less than $1 for each of these battle droids was just too much to bear. Now it's even less. Oh yeah, something else I could do is that if I don't want to waste all the money to build an actual scouting droid, I mean, that's $500, we can take that $100 group of battle droids, toss it into the enemy orbit, which will cause a battle and will allow me to see roughly how strong their army is. So I could just auto-resolve that, and then that is going to tell me exactly what the makeup of their entire fleet is. All for the low cost of 112 robots. I just did this fight over here. That was right next to our capital. That's going to complete our quest right here, and I believe that will give us a beautiful Lucre Hulk Control Auxiliary warship. This ship gives a combat bonus for all of our fighters, it repairs our fighters, and it carries a metric ton of units. It's also like 50 supply to call in, which is a little high. Oh my god, what even is this thing? Is this a boat? It's a sail barge, which is, I mean, I guess they've armed it with guns. I've been trying to invade this planet, and you know, again, the masses of droids are doing pretty well, although we are running out. Oh my god, what are these creatures? Yeah, I didn't actually know in Star Wars lore that the Hutts actually did. Okay, well, that never mind. Grievous is here. Yep, that's gonna end that. I just love this walk that he does. It's more the walk of like, he just feels slightly inconvenienced than like he's actually fighting someone real. All right, so now we have the first battle with our Lucre Hulk. I don't know if we're gonna start with it on the field. No. But we can come in here and call this baby as, oh yeah. It is quite massive, and it costs a fourth of our supply on its own. But unsurprisingly, the Lucre Hulk is really good. And oh god, all right, we're fighting another Praetor over here. You can see just how many fighters the Lucre Hulk deploys. I think it's like 24 or 25. It's a ton. 28 fighters. So as much as their bombers are gonna do a good amount of work against our shields, I mean, we have some pretty big anti-bomber capacity by just flying masses of droids into everything. As powerful as the Praetor class battle cruiser is, it's really not a whole lot compared to our Lucre Hulk. Something that's pretty important about the weapons and hard points on a lot of all of these ships is you can see the Lucre Hulk has a ton of weapons, but spread all across the actual ship. So essentially, for it to utilize its full firepower, we want the Lucre Hulk to be surrounded. I mean, even with this Praetor class being surrounded and shot at by all my ships, it's almost killed Grievous, sinking this Lucid voice over here, destroyed one of my carriers. This thing is most assuredly no joke. Oh, okay, well, there goes General Grievous. Losing Grievous does suck a lot, but he will respawn because General Grievous has some unique mechanics as it pertains to respawning as a hero. I also have a mod on that lets heroes respawn. So Grievous has a unique mechanic where whenever he dies, he simply downgrades to the next level of his ship. But we can upgrade him back up to a Providence ship if we actually have the ability to build one. But either way, our ships are now just gonna swarm over the starbase over here, and that should be a win for us pretty quickly. Oh my god, I didn't want to fight this battle, so I just auto-resolved. Minus 10 B1 battle droid. That is 1,120 B1s dead. You know what? it's not that bad. We still have enough units to fully occupy this planet in its entirety. I'm also going to upgrade Grievous back up to his max level ship. Actually, I think he has one more level after this one. All right, now I get to see what this Providence Dreadnought is. Oh, okay. So these are like some of our more max level capital ships that we're getting at now. We still can't reliably produce Lucre Hulks, but hopefully at some point we will be able to do that. A lot of these smaller ships are actually very good at like very specific purposes. So for example, these ships right here are good at shooting down fighters, but also have point defense. So trying to supplement our larger ships with smaller ships is a really good idea. I do love that the things that we keep trying to kill are all just convoy ships. I mean, these poor box-looking ships are just getting completely destroyed by masses of droid fighters. Seeing all these masses of fighters really just makes me think one thing. I really want more. So in terms of our general goal, we are trying to get over to the Republic, and right now we're just gonna expand all across a couple of the systems to our left and our right, and I'll probably return when we actually confront the Republic. Whoa, whoa, whoa there, buddy. That's copyrighted music. Lego Star Wars theme. Can't even use that. I was gonna do this whole montage thing, but I mean, I guess now I have no choice but to talk about the sponsor of this video, me, because I now have a plushie for a limited time on Makeshift. He's really great, and he would never threaten you to say things you don't want to say on camera, and you would never need to call for help in a bidroll integration in one of your videos. Okay, it seems like we've finally gotten right next to the actual republics. There are two sections of the republic. There is one over here and then one all the ways down here. And we finally got a mission to take this planet over here for another Lucre Hulk. Of course, right before that, I was expanding downward, and our army has gotten very large. We now have 30 squadrons of droids that we could deploy, as well as a unit carrier, which, believe it or not, summons more droids. So this big multi-troop transport, I can just click it right over here, and then it will immediately begin to deploy a couple more droids to the battlefield. And of course, I can kind of just keep using this forever. Now that we've actually got units which are somewhat more advanced than our crappy battle droids, although honestly, I mean, my droidicas are dying relatively quickly, and they're making me consider just wanting to have more battle droids. So I'm pretty sure I can use Ventress over here. Yep, there we go. Okay, so she can actually move into all these areas without being detected, which is pretty great because that does allow me to come over here and, oh my god, I think she could just conquer the planet from under them. Yeah, okay, Ventress is just running around and just axing everyone. Well, I had no idea that Ventress is literally a god because she's just walking up to things. Wait, oh my god, she doesn't even attack them. She just uses the force and destroys buildings somehow. Yeah, she literally just walks up to the shield generator, uses her mind, and blows up the entire complex. They're actually retreating from their own planet. Oh my god, that is disgusting. Oh wow, the Hutts are actually finally trying to invade us. They're going after just one of our random space stations. I don't really care that much. So of course, I'm just gonna respond by sending my whole ass Lucre Hulk fleet to destroy them. You know what I just realized I could do during these fights? Because I have my thing set to start only with trench over here, I could just deploy all of my units directly on top of them at the start of the battle. And now we have immediately just swarmed them with as much crap as I can possibly pump out. I also built this big ass support vessel over here. This thing just repairs basically everyone around it. So it is really, really good. You know, it turns out when you drop 2 super vessels directly on top of the, actually wait, no, this is 3 super vessels directly on top of the enemy, they tend to die. Every time I auto-resolve a fight, I am losing no less than 8 groups of battle droids every single time. That is nearly 1,000 battle droids per auto-resolve, and I mean, I'm just continuously reproducing all of them. You can also see how fast they build as well. So not only are they cheap, but like, I literally just have to babysit the button because they're building so quickly. Oh, we finally have to fight a defensive battle. Okay, okay. Well, I'm not sure exactly how many of them there's gonna be. Probably a lot, because we don't really have a whole lot on this planet. Okay, well, it turns out they're just invading with a lot of air units. They're also landing directly in front of Ventress for who knows what reason. You know, I take it back. Ventress died, and then we immediately lost. But I just realized that on some of my planets, the Republic before me built senators' offices, and they're just still here. Look at these massive garrisons for this, and I'm just like, you know what? Yeah, I'll take your $500. Okay, I just took over this planet over here, and it looks like we've located one of the major companies, which is Hirsch Kessel Drive. I think that's gonna allow us to build Lucre Hulks, which is fantastic. And now we're gonna get invaded on Polis. Okay, I'm not actually sure if I put much of a garrison here. It might just be all battle droid, and it's all battle droids. Oh god. Okay, you know what? Maybe having all these battle droids is actually not such a bad thing, because I have a metric ass ton. I think I have multiple barracks on this planet, so all of these are just mass producing battle droids as well. And then as soon as I capture one of these, I can just build this to make even more battle droids. Oh, okay, and the Hutt Cartel is immediately retreating. I have entirely the worst unit I could possibly have, and they're out. Okay, well, I'm kind of an idiot. I was auto-resolving through battles, and I thought this was a level 1 port. Nope, it was a max level 1 and killed my Lucre Hulk. Fortunately, the one thing we do have going for us is right over here is a Dreadnought shipyard. This is a tier 4 shipyard, higher than anything else, and that is going to let us build more Lucre Hulks and build pretty much any ship in the game. All right, finally, we have cornered the Republic fleet in a system where they cannot retreat from. Also, I don't know why there are like 3 General Grievuses now on the top of the right side. So as soon as we win this battle and hopefully don't lose any more capital ships than we already have, we should be able to completely eliminate the Republic from the top left of the map, and then we can just focus on the bottom. Okay, so top left of the map is totally secure, finally. Right after we invade this planet with a whole bunch of droids. Oh my god, wait. I'm out of droids. I am continuously surprised every single time this happens because it doesn't feel like it should. Well, with General Grievous almost dead, and I think we are fresh out of all orbital reinforcements. I think we are barely gonna win this fight. I also recruited a whole bunch of jetpack droids. I like how we actually just have no anti-vehicle weapons. We're just shooting default blasters and everything, and it's working. All right, and that is going to be the last Republic stronghold in this side of the map, which means that now we can just completely focus on destroying everything to the south. Now, our next target is going to be Yaga Minor over here. I'm kind of curious what actually is their army made up of. It's, dear God. Actually, on second thought, I'm not really sure if this army is very scary. It's a lot of ships, but I don't think any of them are very good. Okay, yes, I think I was completely correct. They are running into my capital ships and just getting deleted. Of course, the actual firefight between all of the different fighters is a complete mess, and I genuinely have no idea what's going on here. I mean, come on. What are you going to discern from that? They do have a ton of fighters, though, and okay, this might be a little overwhelming on the fighter front. Okay, that was a metric assload of fighters, and I'm kind of surprised we even chewed through all of them. We did lose a capital ship, but hopefully we're gonna get this tier 4 shipyard and then be able to rebuild all of them. And there it is, the Dreadnought shipyard. I mean, it's dead now. I'm gonna have to rebuild it. All right, with 29 groups of droids, I should be able to just immediately, there we go. Oh yeah, this Dreadnought thing costs $8,000. And as soon as we get that though, we should be able to start building the real big boys of our actual fleet. Oh, Jesus. Okay, I see the battle going on now. So they normally keep retreating, but now they've got like every single hero they could possibly have. They've pulled into this fight. Okay, so now we're just gonna take all of our big boys. I mean, we do have a considerable number of droids even on this planet. Every battle we go into, I think we start with some like ridiculous number of droids. I'm not even sure how many in this one area. There are 49, more than 49 in this one area. I have more over here. How many more? 63, 70. Okay, and now they're also retreating. I think they just bombed my stuff. Oh my God, we're just shooting down their planes. And they immediately pieced out. There's like 2,000 battle droids on this planet or something. Oh my God, I did not know these things were this expensive. So I just built the Dreadnought shipyard. 19,000 for a Lucre Hulk battleship. And a subjugator is 20,000. All right, yes, this is what I was waiting for. So now with the level 4 Dreadnought creator, now we can come over here, and I believe in our situation, yes, we can upgrade General Grievous to pilot the Malevolence. And all it costs is, well, we might be bankrupting the Techno Union and Trade Federation and Banking Clan and all the other clans. But if it's to give General Grievous a really, really big ship, honestly, it's worth it. Okay, there we go. Now we can see what Grievous looks like in the Malevolence. Now, I'm sure the Republic is going to do that little goofy thing called retreating away from the fight right at the beginning. So, Good luck doing that. All right, well, let's just deploy our entire fleet immediately on top of them, because that seems like the best decision that I can make. And, oh my god, it even shoots the giant ion beam that disables the ships. Can they even retreat from hyperspace? I mean, I'm just targeting down their engines. Okay, wow, they lost all of these ships in 10 seconds. Oh, and they've come back. I think this is, oh my god, it's literally just the transport fleets. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I don't think these random transport fleets of just clone troopers, yeah, they were not meant to be here. All right, now we're gonna make sure they can't retreat. That is a pretty massive fleet set with the obligatory 2 Anakin Skywalkers. Wait, I just realized Grievous himself is 98 population. He is almost half of my total fleet. Literally, the moment I deploy the Malevolence, I could just not deploy like half my units instantaneously. And you know what? I think I'm all here for it. Yeah, he jumped on top of this Victory Star Destroyer, instantly dead. Oh my god, they're even willing to retreat from their own star bases over here. They are sacrificing so much stuff just to run away from Grievous. Also, something I haven't been talking about, I'm pretty sure the unsung hero of the entire Confederacy is our boy Newt Gunray. He just gives minus 30% cost to everything, and he has been sitting in one planet making battle droids for the better part of like a millennia. And now he's going to sit here and massively discount the cost of all these ultra battles. I can make another Malevolence. Now we're gonna come over here and siege this planet, but I do have a ton of new units that I wanted to check out. So first I want to check out, whoa, these things look cool. I mean, these things are painfully slow, but they are putting in some work. I say as you could immediately watch all my battle droids get vaporized, and I think they're gonna die now too. Well, it's a good thing I have almost 50 squads of battle droids. That is 50 times 112. Okay, this map is actually horrifying. It's just 2 massive choke points full of Republic units, and the only thing I have to get through them is just battle droids. Oh, we're pushing through. It just took like 10 or 20 groups of battle droids to die, which in fairness is more than acceptable losses. Push my battle droids. I am losing so many units. Even I'm a little appalled at this. Fortunately, just shooting tanks with weapons that are definitely not suited to shoot tanks, it works when you just have sheer numbers. I mean, we're just cramming thousands of battle droids through choke points. And honestly, I'm excited to see how many of my units I've lost in this battle. Only 9 groups? Are you serious? I deployed 50 squads of battle droids and I only lost 9 groups. Oh my god, I am gonna destroy the next planet. I'm just getting lazy at this point because I am simply recruiting every single group of droids I can recruit from every single one of my planets that has a barracks. And spoiler, I'm putting a barracks on every single planet. Okay, and then oh my god, I auto-resolved this fight. 25 battle droid groups. That's 2,500. Okay, so by this point, I have grinded through just about the entirety of the Republic. Technically, we still have the Hutts, but they are literally a cakewalk. I already killed the Republic fleet because it was pretty small, but I can come over here to this independent planet and begin attacking their fleet instead. I don't exactly know what's in their fleet, but ours is absolutely ginormous. We do start the field with only one small little fighter, but I did that just so I could deploy my units anywhere, like putting 2 Lucrehulks directly on top of their fleet. It doesn't even matter if I lose units because I have so many munificents, which are just like the expendable class destroyers for the Confederacy, and I'm just redeploying them every single time they die. Basically, all of our ships have just an insane amount of weapons on them and have the actual protection of like a paper airplane because they blow up immediately, but they're so expendable, I just keep building them. But with all that done, now we can just come over here and head back to the main planet of the Republic. There's probably not much here. Yes, there is not. And then we are going to initiate the last siege to end the Republic once and for all. Oh, look at that. It's also against Anakin Skywalker. Now, I remember in the old military academy for the Republic, and they said, hey, you can't throw 8 million bodies at a problem. That's not gonna work. And they're totally right. That's why I brought 9 million. I have 287 squads of battle droids that I could just continuously deploy If I lose units, it doesn't matter. Jesus Christ, they are mowing down every single droid. I mean, it doesn't matter. We just have so many units. All right, well, it looks like we're gonna lose our first wave of battle droids, but that's okay. Let's just deploy another 5 more. As soon as we capture another point, we can deploy 10 more. Okay, you know what? They're actually putting up a relatively decent fight, considering they are. I mean, you can see how quickly my units evaporate. But we have so many reserves. We're actually losing over here on our main point. So, I mean, hey, I can't lose if I could just continuously deploy units. We're actually fighting a whole bunch. Oh my God, it's Cody, Fordo, I think Rex is in here somewhere. All of the main Republic clone captains. My droids are just being deployed into an endless kill box, but yeah, you know, that's the Confederacy way. A lot of me just wants to see if I could beat this without deploying a single non-B1 battle droid unit, because I've got good units like a commando droid and all kinds of other stuff, but I mean, why would I even deploy them? Wait, I think they're actually gonna beat me. Oh my God, I'm actually gonna lose this first siege. They captured my command point over here. I'm not even sure with what. I think Anakin Skywalker is oh my God, there he is in this mess. He's completely unkillable as well. We lost 32 groups of battle droids. It's okay, boys. We can redo it. They can't stop me from just continuously invading the planet. And even if I kill just like 1 or 2 units, I actually didn't see if I killed anything of theirs. But even if I just kill a tiny bit, we could eventually overwhelm them. All right, now I've just rushed over here to grab this first. So now we can deploy up to 10 groups of droids, and that should help us immensely. Oh God, here they are. Here's the very first groups of them. But now that we have a whole lot more units we can deploy, I've even got a big squad of them up here. I was about to say I have a little more faith in my units, and that entire group just died immediately. All right, Anakin Skywalker, I think, is actually not killable with B1 battle droids. He's taking the capture point because I don't think we can physically harm him with these guys. Everything else is pretty much fair game as we're just running through and grilling through all their stuff. All right, yeah, I think it's official. I don't think Anakin Skywalker could actually take damage from all the droids that are shooting him. This man is just a big red glow, and oh my God, he's just killing. Oh, that's a nice camera angle. Okay, well, that does it for the second invasion. Look at that, we took out 2 speeder bikes. That's a win. All right, I'm praying that we're gonna actually be able to damage him this time. Look at him go. I have super battle droids. Some of them are actually flying. Okay, they still cannot damage Anakin Skywalker. Oh wait, no, we're doing it. We're actually hitting him for real amounts of damage. And of course, now he's running away because of that. The only way we've been able to damage him is literally just by shooting artillery at him point blank. All right, I've had to deploy pretty much everything we have that's not just a B1 battle droid, and even then, he is still running around at nearly full health. His HP regeneration is so crazy. I'm not really sure why, but it just regenerates instantly. Man, no wonder this guy turned into Darth Vader. He's fighting an entire ass army all on his own. I have destroyed nearly everything on the map except for him. The only thing I could do now is just, I'm trying to call in tactical bombardments on top of his head. Come on, bombardment. Does it even do damage? Oh, yes, we did it. All it took was a small nuclear bomb to kill him. Okay, and he doesn't even show up on the thing is dead. Well, that is scary. But that's it. The Republic is gone. I hope to God, and I think so. It was really awesome coming back to revisit this game and mod. I didn't realize how much had changed from the last time I played it, like years ago in my spare time. But holy crap. It's freaking amazing. I think what's the most amazing about it is that even to this day, it still gets maintained. I remember downloading it on the Steam Workshop a couple of weeks ago. It was last updated April 15th of this year for a 2006 game. Thank you to all the creators of the mod for making just an insanely high quality overhaul. And thank you especially to Corey Loses, who is also one of the creators of the mod and also has a YouTube channel dedicated to all kinds of Star Wars stuff, RTS game, and some of the tutorials for this game that helped me not get my ass totally beat. I've linked the mod in the description, and either way, thanks for watching. See ya.